they'll be able to move on with their life.
That was the new hotshot attorney for the parents of baby Lisa, who went missing October 3rd. We are now learning a shocking piece of information. Published reports quoting police sources say that the parents, who are so hysterical and say they'll do anything to find their child, have not spoken to police since October 8th. And the cops say they're having a hard time getting in touch with these parents, despite the fact that the parents continue to talk to the media, including People magazine. And the cops have even reportedly said when they approached them to talk, they said, no, we can't talk to you right now. We're doing a TV interview. And I want to go to the alcohol factor. Howard Samuels, founder, CEO, Hills Treatment Center in Los Angeles. Listen. This woman says she probably had more than 5 glasses of wine. She doesn't recall exactly whether or not she checked on her little daughter at 10:30 at night. She doesn't remember whether she turned the lights on or off. Now, she says she was possibly in a blackout. I say this is a recovering alcoholic. She was in a blackout, in my humble opinion. If you cannot recollect key events and you've been drinking, that's the equivalent of a blackout, is it not, Howard Samuels?
Absolutely, Jane. And what also you have to realize is that she was on anxiety medication. On the bottle of every anxiety medication, Xanax, Klonopin, it says do not drink. So in reality, with her on anxiety medication and 5 glasses of wine, that means she had 10 glasses of wine. That's the effect when you mix these two. So it is such a crime when she says, oh, I was having adult time. How can you have adult time when you're drinking and on anxiety medication? It is inconceivable. It is so sad that this has happened.
Yeah, and I think you make an excellent point. If you take alcohol and you add anti-anxiety meds, it equals double the number of drinks. So we're talking about a huge amount of intoxicants in this woman's system at the time her child went missing. All right, we're going to go to the phone lines. They're lighting up. Andrea, New York, your question or thought, Andrea.
Hi, Jane. Thanks for taking my call.
Hi.
Jane, I've always heard so much about checking pings on telephones throughout the case. The Anthony trial, even with Dr. Murray, they're so set on finding out pings and things like that. I haven't heard anything about any of those 3 phones being pinged except for that one supposed phone call at 2:30 in the morning. Could you help me out on that one?
Yeah, I think that's an excellent point. Jim Spellman, a CNN reporter, live outside the missing child's home in Kansas City, Missouri. We know that the parents claim that whoever broke in, according to them anyway, came in, they think, through the window and took the baby and 3 cell phones. Whatever happened to the pings on the cell phones? And what about the cops allegedly using some kind of Doppler radar on the mother, like saying, hey, we've seen these pings? Tell us about that.
Sure. Well, we know that the mother has told in media reports that she has said that the police told her that they did ping those cell phones. We haven't gotten that from the police. We don't know if that actually happened or perhaps that was just a ploy in their interrogations. That's a big question mark because if the phones were on and the batteries were charged, could use that GPS technology to find out where those phones have gone.
Yeah, I want to go to Janice McConnell. You work at One-Eyed Jack's Tavern, and what's interesting is that I'm going to play something for you, Janice, and our viewers, and then I'm going to get your reaction because we are following this case closely. We have theories, and so it's no surprise that baby Lisa's parents have their own theories, and it connects to something that happened in your bar. Listen to this from ABC's GMA.
They have theories. You know, they've gone through in their head scenarios and a list of people, quite frankly. You know, I've heard recently they're now looking for an individual who was a homeless person who was in the area and now has disappeared. You know,
that was the person we first heard about right after the incident, correct?
There was another report I read yesterday.
Yeah, okay, so Janice McConnell, the attorney for the parents, is focusing in on this homeless person who was apparently in your bar spitting on people. But my understanding is that authorities talked to him and decided he is not involved in this case. What do you know, Janice?
That's all I really know. I know that they picked him up on Saturday night, and he's had felony warrants, so he's in jail for a while anyway. But they decided that he wasn't a suspect in the case, and what they basically said was they just wanted to know because he's been in the area that if he saw anything, and they wanted him for questioning on that, and that's really all I've heard. So.
Janice, you're in the area now. The attorney for the parents is saying, hey, focus on finding this I mean, aren't there helicopters and cops all over the place searching desperately? They don't have tunnel vision, do they, Janice?
No, I mean, they're everywhere. It makes me laugh when I hear people say that the police aren't even trying to find the baby and they need to concentrate on that because, I mean, this whole area, there's nothing but police and helicopters and FBI agents and private detectives and even on Sunday they had the...
All right. Thank you. Excellent reporting from Tavern Owner. We'll be